Duggar News. Joy-Anna Duggar's husband Austin addresses behind-the-scenes drama while filming. Hello guys, welcome back to my channel. For Duggar family latest news update, please subscribe the channel and press the bell icon. Joy-Anna Duggar and her husband Austin have earned quite a name for themselves in the social media world. When their family show on TLC, Counting On, came to an end, they already had lots of recognition on the internet. Hence, they often share their everyday updates with the audience. Duggar News followers have been in the loop about their lives. Everyone knows that when the family was filming for the show, not everyone was happy with it. These stories have recently started to come out. Joy-Anna Duggar and Austin Forsyth also addressed their fair share of disagreements with the crew members. So what happened between them? What drama did it cause? Keep reading to find out more. Duggar News. Joy-Anna's husband Austin has called out Jim Bob's no PDA rules. Joy-Anna and Austin Forsyth also got out of following the IBLP lifestyle. The former is in the phase where she is realigning her faith. Duggar News followers always look forward when either of them addresses things about their strained family bonds. Joy-Anna once told a story on a podcast about getting in trouble for hugging her husband-to-be for a long while they courted. Austin's car got totaled, and he almost lost his life. So Joy-Anna had gone to ensure if he was okay or not. Sadly, her little brother complained to their father, Jim Bob, that she had been hugging her partner for too long. Despite the circumstances, it upset Jim Bob, and viewers had a laugh about how strict the patriarch has been about rules even during life-and-death situations. Duggar News. Austin Forsyth talks about his decision that caused a feud during filming. Joy-Anna Duggar and her family are very close to her elder sister Jinger's family. They were also in LA for a long time to visit the latter family. During that time, Joy-Anna and Austin became guests in Jinger and Jeremy's podcast. That's when the latter decided to share some intense details from the time his decision caused a feud among the filming crew. It turns out when Joy-Anna was about to have her first ever baby, Austin was not okay with the crew filming the birth. It was something different. Duggar News followers know that sisters before Joy-Anna, Jill and Jenna, had no issues filming birth scenes for their sons Israel and Spurgeon. But Austin was not at all comfortable with the idea and having cameras all over. Austin said that he had to face a lot of heat for that decision. He simply said there's a lot one doesn't know how to handle during such a time. The star didn't trust the camera crew and the producers, although he knew the camera crew had nothing to do with the production. Well, viewers have been proud of the Duggar family members to take a stand when required. One of the producers had also told Austin that it was hard for them to film with him. After all, they always wanted something spontaneous, but he would take a lot of pauses. What do you think about Austin's decision while filming for Counting On? Was it the right decision? Tell us in the comments below. Keep an eye on TV season and spoilers for more Duggar News. Joy-Anna Duggar bears shoulders and arms as wardrobe shifts to modern attire. Joy-Anna Duggar is living her best life while spending time with her big sister, Jinger Duggar, in California. The Counting On star and her husband, Austin Forsyth, have been spending time on the West Coast because of a job he took. It is only temporary, but it has afforded the sisters time to spend quality time together. Jinger is pregnant with her third child and is due any day. Joy-Anna has been shopping with her sister, and the two have been delving into new pieces of clothing. What a woman wears has been a hot topic in the Duggar family. The sisters grew up with strict rules about what they could and could not wear, and the boys were given a code word night to learn, which meant they should avert their eyes when someone was dressed immodestly. While Joy-Anna mostly followed the dress code she was raised with, Jinger started experimenting with fashion. That caused a bit of a rift between Jinger and her parents, especially when she began regularly wearing pants. However, Jinger may be rubbing off on Joy-Anna, especially after her latest dress reveal. Joy Anna Duggar highlights new dress while baring shoulders on Instagram. Joy Anna Duggar shared a snap of herself in a navy dress that bared her shoulders and arms. The straps seemed thicker than spaghetti straps, but they were similarly placed. The Duggar rules didn't allow for much skin to be shown. Long skirts or dresses that hit below the knee were allowed. Arms were more relaxed because short sleeves were permitted, but tank tops or bare shoulders were frowned upon. Is Jinger Duggar influencing Joy Anna Duggar? Joy Anna Duggar talked about her experience when she read Jinger Duggar's first book about disentangling from her upbringing. She said it rocked her world and may have changed how she views certain things. Austin Forsyth and Jeremy Vullo have differing views on some things, but support their wives. As Joy Anna steps out of her shell and becomes more of herself in public, it will be interesting to see her relationships when she returns to Arkansas. Jinger and Joy Anna didn't attend the recent wedding of Jim Bob Duggar's employee, Elijah, in Hawaii, but many other siblings did. The only older daughter who attended was Jana Duggar. We suspect she may be pregnant. Joy Anna is testing out her fashion and leaning toward Jinger's style more and more. Joy Anna Duggar's husband reveals big conflict behind the scenes of TLC's Counting On. Joy Anna Duggar's husband Austin is opening up about the backlash he says he received from TLC production regarding not wanting their son's birth filmed for the show. While the Duggar family were used to reality television camera capturing their every move, it wasn't something Austin had an easy time adjusting to. He took a stand against the private moment while filming Counting On. In the latest episode of the Jinger and Jeremy podcast, Austin remembered saying no to filming the birth of his first child, son Gideon, now 6. The pair are also parents to Evelyn, 4, and Gunnar, 1. I don't remember us having really big, like, no, y'all can't show this or whatever, but I think we did push back about having Gideon, he told hosts Jinger Duggar Vullo and Jeremy Vullo. I didn't want any film crew there. I took a lot of heat for that. His decision went against what Joy Anna's sisters had previously done. That's something which Jessa and Jill, I believe, had already had Spurgeon and Israel on the show, so I should have thought about it, he remembered. It's not something that, as a single guy, crossed my mind like, one day, I'm going to have to make the decision if I'm going to have the network with cameras in our face. There's a lot you just don't know how to handle. The pair wed in 2017. Despite his love for his wife, he didn't share the same affinity for reality TV. I didn't really trust the producers or the camera guys, not that the camera guys really had anything to do with the production he shared. I remember the producer telling me it used to be so hard getting stuff out of you, and you always seemed like we were trying to entrap you, or you always would think a long time about your answers, and we just wanted something spontaneous. Jinger Duggar reveals daughter Evangeline, 4, recently went to the ER after a little bit of a scare. Jinger Duggar and her husband, Jeremy Vullo, recently took their 4-year-old daughter Evangeline to the emergency room after a little bit of a scare amid a family trip to Texas. We had a little issue with one of our kids, Duggar 30, recalled during the Wednesday, December 18, episode of the couple's eponymous podcast. She ended up in the ER, and it was a little bit of a scare. Those things happen, and you have to take the curveballs as they come. Thankfully, she was OK. Duggar continued, she just had a little episode of something, where a doctor even thought maybe she had inhaled something and aspirated a piece of food, and it might have been lodged in there. By the time she got a steroid and all, she was breathing well again. According to Duggar, it was initially kind of scary not knowing what happened. Jinger Duggar and Jeremy Vullo's relationship timeline, from courtship to married with children. I heard her cough at 10:30 at night, Vullo, 37, added. It's almost like a croup cough. I run into her room, and she is kind of hunched over and struggling to breathe, and the cough was, like, difficult to come in and breathe out. So I grab her and run out to the Karen addition to Evangeline Duggar and Vulo share 6-year-old daughter Felicity and are currently expecting baby Noah. 3. The family resides in Los Angeles. That was just a really scary feeling, just having her breathing not being well. The counting on alum told Vulo, noting that Evangeline hadn't seemed sick the entire day. I think with that, we weren't sure if it was asthma, and if it was something like that because you had asthma as a kid. Once Duggar and Vulo arrived at the emergency room, doctors checked Evangeline's pulse and started running tests. Jinger Duggar's pregnancy reveal with her mom and sisters involved a hot tub. She was oak. She was stable, Vulo recalled. She wasn't turning blue. That's the thing I was looking for too. And the thing that's scary about asthma is your breathing starts to get constricted, so it becomes less and less, and that can happen quickly. Evangeline ultimately stabilized in the hospital. We were really thankful that she was able to do well, Duggar added. They just gave her a steroid and said if it was croup, maybe it would help. Whatever they gave her, it helped her so much, and we still don't know exactly what it was. Vulo further stressed that they plan to get to the bottom of it and run more tests to rule out either asthma or allergies. Jessa Duggar is pregnant, expecting baby Noah. 6 with Ben Seawald. Jessa Duggar announced she is pregnant and expecting her 6th baby with Ben Seawald later this summer. Halfway to holding you in our arms, Jessa, 32, wrote via Instagram on Friday, March 7, with photos from a recent sonogram appointment. Soon after sharing her family news, Jessa received well wishes from fans and family members. Congrats! So happy for y'all, Jill Duggar wrote in the comments section. Hannah Duggar added, yay, can't wait to meet this sweet baby. Jessa Duggar and Ben Seawald's family album with their children. Photos. Months before announcing her pregnancy, Jessa, who shares Spurgeon, 9, Henry, 8, Ivy, 5, Fern, 3, and George, 14 months, with Seawald, found herself to be the topic of discussion online. After posting about her family beach day in September 2024, the former 19 kids and counting star faced comments from fans questioning if she could be growing her family once again. After seeing one of the comments, Jessa decided to set the record straight, writing not pregnant, just too much ice cream on vacation. Fans met Jessa in 2008 when her family appeared on 19 Kids and Counting. When the show was canceled in 2015, Jessa and her sister Jill started appearing in a new show titled Jill and Jessa, Counting On. When the series came to an end in 2021, Jessa chose to focus on being the best mom possible away from the cameras. Although she was raised with many siblings, Jessa realized that raising kids of your own is a whole new experience. When it's your own kid, it's totally different, she shared with us weekly in July 2020. For one, it's your responsibility. It's not like, here, mom, the kid stinks, change the diaper. Waking up in the night, I think that was probably one of the hugest adjustments for me. Feeling that responsibility of checking on their fever and making sure they're ok. Like, when do I know to go to the doctor? Duggar family, get to know the next generation. One person who has been by Jessa's side through it all is her longtime husband. Married since November 2014, the couple often document their family vacations and milestone moments via social media. 1 week before announcing her pregnancy, Jessa called Seawald, 29, my fav person in the whole wide world after enjoying a date night. Never stop showing gratitude to your spouse for all the things they do to help out, Jessa told us in 2018. It doesn't matter how big or small. Sometimes couples come to expect things of each other, and they stop noticing and appreciating things the other one does to help out with the kids or keep the household running smoothly.